Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at the cutting edge of hypersonic vehicles, machines that travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5, or 5 times the speed of sound. From record-breaking experimental aircraft to advanced military missiles, these are the 15 fastest hypersonic vehicles ever developed. Number 15. The Boeing X-51 Wave Rider. The X-51 Wave Rider is a hypersonic experimental aircraft designed for extreme speed and research into scramjet propulsion. Built by Boeing, this unmanned vehicle was first designated as the X-51 in 2005. Its primary goal was to demonstrate the ability and potential of hypersonic flight, achieving speeds beyond Mach 5. The Wave Rider program not only contributed to the advancement of military technology, but also helped set the stage for future applications of hypersonic travel. At the core of the X-51 is a scramjet. Now these are supersonic combustion ramjets, their engines designed to operate efficiently at hypersonic speeds, making use of the aircraft's forward motion to compress the incoming air for combustion. In the X-51's case, the propulsion system was powered by a Pratt & Whitney SJX-61 scramjet, originally developed for a canceled NASA project. It flew using JP-7 fuel, the same type of fuel used in the iconic SR-71 Blackbird. Now, this engine design allowed the X-51 to reach speeds of up to Mach 5.1 during its final flight. In demonstrations, the X-51 was released from a B-52 bomber at around 50,000 feet. Now, initially it was boosted to Mach 4.5 by a solid rocket booster before its scramjet engine took over. But over its flight history, the Wave Rider faced some challenges, including 2 unsuccessful flights, but these setbacks didn't deter the program's progress. The X-51's final flight, conducted on May 1, 2013, was the most successful. During this test, the vehicle reached Mach 5.1 and maintained hypersonic speeds for 210 seconds, achieving the longest powered hypersonic flight on record. Programs like the high-speed strike weapon, which aimed to deliver hypersonic missile systems capable of flying at Mach 5 to 6, drew directly from the Wave Rider's achievements. Number 14. The SR-72. Ah yes, the Lockheed Martin SR-72, often called the son of Blackbird, is an ambitious hypersonic aircraft designed to surpass the legendary SR-71. Introduced as a concept in 2013, the SR-72 is being developed to address the modern challenges of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, with potential to revolutionize air combat and strike. It's envisioned as a hypersonic unmanned aerial vehicle capable of reaching speeds of Mach 6, twice as fast as its predecessor. Now, the purpose behind its creation stems from the need to outpace evolving air defense systems. Traditional stealth aircraft, while effective, are no longer enough to guarantee penetration into a well-defended enemy airspace. To tackle this, the SR-72 combines speed, stealth, and altitude, allowing it to operate beyond the reach of conventional missile systems. Lockheed Martin's goal was not just to recreate the capability of the SR-71, but to far exceed them, making the 72 one of the fastest and most advanced craft ever conceived. The TBCC engine enables the SR-72 to take off from conventional runways and then accelerate to speeds beyond Mach 6, a feat that would give it unmatched speed and range. Although still in development, the secrecy surrounding it has generated some considerable speculation. Testing details remain limited, but reports suggest that a prototype or test vehicle could fly as early as 2025. The strategic value of such an aircraft is pretty clear. At hypersonic speeds, it could penetrate enemy airspace in a matter of minutes, delivering reconnaissance data or launching strikes before defenses can respond. This would give the U.S. Air Force a decisive advantage over near-peer adversaries, particularly those with advanced anti-aircraft systems. Number 13. The X-15 rocket plane. The North American X-15 rocket plane holds a unique and pioneering place in aviation history, being one of the first hypersonic craft developed by the United States. While many associate hypersonic vehicles with futuristic technology, the X-15 was in fact designed to be flown before humans even set foot on the moon, playing a critical role in shaping the future of both aircraft and spacecraft. Operated by the U.S. Air Force and NASA, the X-15 was part of the X-plane series, a collection of experimental aircraft that pushed boundaries. The X-15 program began in 1959 with a bold vision to explore the edges of space and provide valuable data for future aerospace missions. At a time when space exploration was in its infancy, the X-15 was designed to bridge the gap between aircraft and spacecraft. Its hypersonic capability allowed it to reach unprecedented altitudes and speeds, making it a testbed for new technology. One of the primary purposes of the X-15 was to explore hypersonic flight, traveling faster than Mach 5, and to study the challenges of flying both within the atmosphere and beyond it. The program helped develop critical knowledge about how an aircraft could transition between these environments, offering some insights that directly contributed to NASA's space program. Notably, Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk on the moon, was one of the 12 test pilots who flew the X-15, demonstrating the program's deep connections to space exploration. It set numerous speed records and altitudes that even today remain pretty remarkable. On October 3, 1967, pilot William J. Knight achieved the aircraft's highest speed record, a blistering Mach 6.7, and an achievement that's yet to be surpassed by any crewed aircraft. The X-15 also reached altitudes that touched the edge of space, with some flights soaring over 50 miles above Earth. In fact, 8 of the pilots who flew the X-15 qualified as astronauts, having crossed the Air Force threshold for space at 50 miles. Number 12. HTV-2. The Hypersonic Technology Vehicle 2 is a cutting-edge hypersonic glide vehicle developed by DARPA. This futuristic aircraft is designed to fly at incredible speeds, reaching Mach 20, about 13,000 miles an hour, making it one of the fastest machines ever built. The goal behind the HTV-2 is to create a vehicle capable of traveling anywhere in the world within 1 hour, serving as a technological foundation for the Conventional Prompt Global Strike Program, a U.S. Department of Defense initiative aimed at delivering a precision strike anywhere on the planet in less than 60 minutes. The HTV-2 was proposed in the early 2000s as part of DARPA's Falcon project, which sought to explore hypersonic flight tech. The HTV-2 represents the U.S. military's quest to maintain a technological edge in global strategic dominance, where speed and precision are paramount. Its primary mission was to serve as a testbed for technology that could make this type of rapid precision strike possible. This includes developing materials that can withstand the heat and stresses of hypersonic flight, advanced guidance systems capable of navigating at extreme speeds, and aerodynamic designs that balance speed and control. While the HTV-2 may itself not become an operational aircraft, its tests provide invaluable data for future hypersonic vehicles. Now, it was designed to fly at Mach 20, which translates to roughly 13,000 miles an hour, and to put that speed into perspective, it's about 20 times the speed of sound, allowing the vehicle to theoretically cover the distance between London and Sydney, Australia, approximately 11,000 miles, in just 49 minutes. Reaching these hypersonic speeds requires advanced materials and design, and this thing is constructed from carbon composite materials capable of withstanding temperatures as high as 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt steel. This heat is generated by the extreme friction as the vehicle speeds through the upper atmosphere. Number 11. The DF-ZF. The DF-ZF is a hypersonic glide vehicle developed by the People's Republic of China. It's part of China's growing arsenal of advanced weaponry, designed to achieve speed and maneuverability, allowing it to evade traditional missile systems. It was revealed in 2019, but it's been in development for several years, shrouded in a great deal of secrecy. It's launched by the DF-17 medium-range ballistic missile, and it's central to China's ambitions of increasing its military strike capability. Hypersonic glide vehicles like this one are cutting-edge military tech designed to reach speeds greater than Mach 5. In the case of the DF-ZF, estimates suggest it can achieve speeds of between Mach 5 and Mach 10. Its ability to also glide at low altitudes after re-entry gives it a substantial advantage over traditional missile defense systems. That gliding capability allows it to maintain a more horizontal flight path, making it harder for radar and interceptor systems to detect, track, and destroy it. The development history of the DF-ZF is murky, with reports of at least 7 flight tests conducted between 2014 and 2016. These tests were launched from the Taiwan Satellite Launch Center in China's Shanxi province, which serves as the hub for long-range missile testing. One of the tests reportedly failed, but the overall success rate appears to have been sufficient to drive the program forward, culminating in its first public appearance during China's 2019 National Day Parade. Number 10. The BrahMos 2. The BrahMos 2 is an advanced hypersonic missile currently under development by BrahMos Aerospace, a joint venture between India's Defense Research and Development Organization and Russia's NPO Mashinostroyena. This partnership has previously produced the highly successful BrahMos 1, a supersonic cruise missile. But the BrahMos 2, however, represents a significant leap forward, as it's designed to operate at hypersonic speeds. One of the most important features of it is its estimated speed of Mach 8. For comparison, this is 8 times faster than the speed of sound and over 10 times faster than the Tomahawk cruise missile used by the U.S. Navy. Initial estimates place its range at about 930 miles, allowing it to strike deep into enemy territory or at distant naval targets. This missile will use a scramjet engine to maintain that hypersonic velocity during the cruise stage. The missile's designed to perform evasive maneuvers, such as the S maneuver in its terminal phase, making it difficult for systems to shoot down. It can also fly at low altitudes, skimming the surface of the sea to evade radar detection. Now, that sea skimming ability will limit the detection window for enemy vessels to only seconds before impact. The whole BrahMos program began in the 1990s, and it was aimed at developing a powerful cruise missile system that combined the expertise of Russia's missile tech with India's growing defense industry. The name BrahMos itself is a portmanteau of two rivers, India's Brahmaputra and Russia's Moskva, symbolizing the collaboration between these two nations. Number 9. Northrop Grumman HAWC. The Hypersonic Air-Breathing Weapon Concept, or HAWC, is a hypersonic cruise missile project under development by DARPA. It's a scramjet-powered missile designed to travel at hypersonic speeds greater than Mach 5 without relying on an explosive warhead. It instead uses kinetic energy to deliver devastating impact upon its targets. Its development began as part of a series of DARPA initiatives to create advanced hypersonic weapons that could maintain high speeds while being highly maneuverable. Its first successful flight was announced in September of 2021, marking a significant milestone. Additional tests took place in March of 2022, although those tests were kept secret, initially to avoid the appearance of military escalation during Russia's invasion of Ukraine. By April 2022, the U.S. government revealed the success of these tests, showcasing the missile's potential to redefine the future of military engagements. On January 30, 2023, DARPA and Lockheed Martin announced the final successful flight test, which demonstrated further improvements in speed, range, and overall capability. The technology developed through the HAWC program laid the foundation for the Hypersonic Attack Cruise Missile, a U.S. Air Force initiative. This marked the transition of hypersonic research into a fully operational weapons program. During tests, it achieved altitudes of over 60,000 feet, a height that ensures minimal detection, and its range extends beyond 300 nautical miles, making it a long-range strike asset for the U.S. military. Number 8. The WZ-8. The WZ-8, developed by Aviation Industry Corporation of China, is an unmanned aerial vehicle that serves as a strategic high-altitude reconnaissance platform for the Chinese military. Introduced during China's 70th anniversary military parade in 2019, the WZ-8 is designed to conduct intelligence-gathering missions over critical areas, including Taiwan, South Korea, and Japan. With a focus on electro-optical imaging, synthetic aperture radar, and other sensor technologies, the WZ-8 provides China with advanced aerial surveillance capability. Now, its existence was first revealed in 2019, making a dramatic debut during a military parade. Since then, the drone has been observed in satellite imagery near the Chinese Air Force experimental test bases, and it was publicly displayed at the Zhuhai Air Show in 2021. The WZ-8 can reach speeds of about Mach 3 or 2,300 miles an hour and has been observed flying at altitudes of up to 100,000 feet. At this near space shuttle altitude, the drone is capable of avoiding detection by many traditional air defense systems. In some reports, the drone is said to be capable of even higher altitudes, potentially reaching 160,000 feet, pushing it to the realm of near spaceflight. But despite its high-profile debut in 2019, much of the WZ-8's operation remained a mystery until about 2023, when a leak of classified U.S. government documents revealed more details about its deployment. According to leaked reports, the WZ-8 is based at Luan Air Base in Anhui Province and operates under the Eastern Theater Command Air Force. The document suggests that the drone's primary mission is reconnaissance over Taiwan and the western side of South Korea, but it may also be used to monitor U.S. military bases in the Pacific. Yeah, China, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Moving on to number 7, the AGM-183 Arrow. The AGM-183 Arrow was a groundbreaking hypersonic missile program developed by the United States Air Force in collaboration with Lockheed Martin. Designed to push the boundaries of modern warfare, the Arrow sought to provide the U.S. military with the ability to deliver rapid, high-precision strikes at speeds that far exceed those of traditional weapons. Despite its promise, though, the project faced multiple hurdles, leading to its eventual cancellation in 2023. Nevertheless, the Arrow remains a critical milestone in the development of hypersonic weapons. It relied on a highly advanced boost glide system. Now, once launched from a B-52 Stratofortress, the missile's rocket motor would ignite, propelling it to speeds of over Mach 5. After this initial boost phase, the glide vehicle would detach from the rocket and coast towards its target at hypersonic speeds. One of the most impressive features of the Arrow was its maximum speed, which was claimed to exceed Mach 20. At that speed, the Arrow could theoretically travel from New York to LA in about 10 minutes, reducing the window for adversaries to detect, track, and respond to the missile. This kind of hypersonic capability would have enabled the U.S. Air Force to strike targets located deep within enemy territory before they even had time to react. The Arrow faced a critical juncture in March of 2023 when Assistant Secretary of the Air Force Andrew Hunter announced that the program would not proceed with further procurement. Although the Air Force continued conducting final test flights to gather additional data, the writing was on the wall for the Arrow. By March 2024, it was confirmed that the program would no longer receive funding in the 2025 budget, effectively ending its development. Number 6. The X-Core Lynx. The X-Core Lynx represented an ambitious vision for hypersonic suborbital travel, aiming to revolutionize access to space with a compact rocket-powered spaceplane. Conceived by X-Core Aerospace in 2003 under the original name Xeris, the Lynx was designed to be a horizontal takeoff and landing vehicle capable of reaching the edge of space. Its proposed capability include carrying a pilot and passenger and various research payloads above 62 miles, where the Earth's atmosphere thins out into space. Over the years, X-Core refined their approach, promising flights by 2010. With a ticket initially priced at about $95,000, interest surged among early space tourists and research groups. The Lynx was planned to carry 4 powerful liquid rocket engines fueled by a kerosene-LOX mixture, producing over 13,000 newtons of thrust. After climbing at a steep angle, the engines would shut off around 138,000 feet, with the Lynx coasting to its peak altitude of about 200,000 feet. With a flight time of around 30 minutes, the Lynx offered a focused and intense space experience. Yet technical and financial hurdles, as they always do, slowed the Lynx development. The project faced delays, including issues with the airframe and changes in company focus. By 2016, they pivoted towards developing the LOX LH-2 engines under contract for the United Launch Alliance, effectively ending Lynx development. Though it never took flight, the X-Core Lynx project remains a fascinating case of private spaceflight innovation and the challenges facing suborbital ventures. Number 5. The Falcon HTV-3X. Part of the DARPA Falcon project, the Falcon HTV-3X represented a groundbreaking advancement in hypersonic technology. It was engineered to reach impressive speeds of up to Mach 6, which translates to about 4,600 miles an hour. Developed by Lockheed Martin, it aimed to enhance military capability by providing rapid airstrikes anywhere in the world within an hour. Unlike its predecessor, the HTV-2, which relied on rocket launches, the 3X is designed for a conventional takeoff and landing. The development history of it is pretty intriguing. It's marked by early ambitious and subsequent challenges. Initially known as Black Swift, the project encountered budget constraints that stalled progress in 2008. However, renewed interest and significant breakthroughs were announced by Lockheed Martin's CEO Marillyn Hewson during the company's annual Media Day. Lockheed Martin aimed to develop a demonstrator aircraft comparable in size to the F-22 for less than $1 billion, emphasizing the goal of making hypersonic flight more accessible and cost-effective. In terms of competition, the HTV-3X faces challenges from various hypersonic initiatives, especially the HTV-2. However, it stands out due to its unique design and focus. The ability of it to take off and land in a conventional aircraft enhances its versatility, whereas the HTV-2's reliance on rocket launches limits its operational scope. Moreover, Lockheed Martin's also developing the SR-72. We already talked about that one. But despite the competition, the 3X's emphasis on affordability and stable flight operations distinguishes it as a promising option for future military applications. Number 4. The X-43. The NASA X-43, an experimental unmanned hypersonic aircraft, stands as a significant achievement in aeronautical engineering and hypersonic flight. It was developed as part of NASA's Hyper-X program in the late 1990s. The X-43 series aimed to explore the complexities and capabilities of hypersonic flight at speeds greater than Mach 5. The program included 3 flight tests of the X-43A variant, which were designed to validate the performance of air-breathing scramjet engines at extreme speeds. The first flight, conducted on June 2, 2001, ended in failure when the Pegasus booster rocket lost control shortly after its release. However, the subsequent tests in 2004 marked significant milestones. During the second test, the X-43A reached a speed of Mach 6.83 and demonstrated the capabilities of its scramjet engine. The third test, conducted on November 16, 2004, achieved an extraordinary Mach 9.68, solidifying the X-43A's place in aviation history. But what sets the X-43 apart from other vehicles of its time is the design and propulsion system. It utilized a scramjet engine which allows the air intake at supersonic speeds, and it mixed with onboard fuel for combustion. This was an innovative approach that eliminates the need for heavy oxidizers and enables the aircraft to achieve higher speeds. The design of it also incorporated several advanced features to manage the extreme conditions encountered at those speeds. One challenge at those velocities is the intense heat. To combat this, it utilized a novel water cooling system, cycling water behind the engine cowl and leading edges to cool critical surfaces. This cooling system was activated at around Mach 3, showcasing the solutions engineers devised to address the challenges of hypersonic flight. Number 3. The Skylon. Skylon is an ambitious concept for a reusable single-stage-to-orbit spaceplane developed by the British company Reaction Engines Limited. Utilizing the Sabre engine, a groundbreaking propulsion system, the Skylon operates as a combined-cycle air-breathing rocket. Designed to take off from a conventional runway, the Skylon opens up new possibilities for satellite deployment and space exploration. The journey of the Skylon began in late 1990s when Reaction Engines focused on developing the Sabre engine. Progress was made from 2000 to 2009 through collaborations with the University of Bristol and Airborne Engineering. These partnerships aimed to refine the engine's design and test components. Several features set the Skylon apart from its contemporaries. It's projected to reach speeds of approximately Mach 5.4 at an altitude of around 85,000 feet, ultimately achieving Mach 25. The vehicle could carry payloads of up to 15 tons, featuring a large cylindrical payload bay that facilitates the transports of satellites or potential crew modules. Operationally, the Skylon stands out due to its fully reusable design, capable of over 200 launches per vehicle. The design of it aims to streamline the launch process, making space more accessible for a wider range of applications, from scientific missions to commercial satellite launches. As the project has progressed, milestones were reached that highlighted its potential impact. The first major test of key technology was successfully completed in November 2012, marking a critical transition from research to development. Looking to the future, groundworks for an engine test facility at Westcott were completed as of 2021, with plans for engine tests to commence. Uncrewed test flights using Sabre engines are anticipated by 2025, representing a significant step towards making the Skylon a reality. Number 2. The KH-47M2 Kinzhal. Known in NATO circles as the AS-24 Killjoy, it's a cutting-edge hypersonic air-launched ballistic missile developed by Russia. With an estimated range of about 300 miles, the Kinzhal can carry either conventional or nuclear warheads, marking a significant advancement in missile tech. Entering service in December of 2017, the Kinzhal has since been deployed on various platforms, including the MiG-31K Interceptor, the Tu-22M3 bomber, and potentially modified Su-34 fighter bombers. An adaptation for air launch capability involves modifications to the missile's guidance systems, allowing it to target both static installations and mobile threats such as aircraft carriers. The Kinzhal's speed, reported to reach up to Mach 10, enables it to penetrate defenses more effectively than slower cruise missiles. The design of it offers several tactical advantages. It can be launched from high altitudes where the atmosphere is thinner, resulting in reduced aerodynamic drag. A combination of launch platform and missile design makes the Kinzhal a formidable weapon that poses significant challenges for interception and defense systems. A crucial aspect of its deployment has been its role in the contemporary military landscape, especially as tensions have escalated in recent years. Reports indicate that Russian forces began conducting operational flights with the Kinzhal as early as May 2018, with MiG-31K aircraft performing numerous sorties equipped with the missiles. With a reported cost of around $10 million per missile, the Kinzhal's deployment reflects Russia's commitment to advancing its military tech and maintaining a competitive edge. The missile's hypersonic capability, while often portrayed as a revolutionary advancement in Russian media, utilize established ballistic missile technology, albeit at significantly higher speeds. This highlights a strategic narrative that seeks to portray Russia as a leader in hypersonic weapons deployment, which it kind of isn't. Number 1. Chef-X. The Sharp-Edge Flight Experiment, or Chef-X for short, represents a significant venture in the realm of hypersonic flight, conducted by the German Aerospace Center. Chef-X aims to facilitate safe atmospheric re-entry through the integration of sharp-edged geometries, a departure from the conventional rounded shapes that predominantly used in spacecraft design. Now, what sets it apart from other vehicles is its focus on adopting novel re-entry solutions through its sharp-edged design. This research addresses the significant challenges associated with re-entry at high speeds, particularly the reliance on expensive and often fragile materials for heat shields. Chef-X-1 marked the inaugural experimental vehicle with this ambitious project. It was launched on October 27, 2005, and it achieved an impressive altitude of about 124 miles over the North Sea. Within a mere 20 seconds, the vehicle re-entered Earth's atmosphere at speeds nearing Mach 7. The mission provided real-time data and live imagery from onboard cameras directly to ground control, despite a failure in the parachute deployment that resulted in the loss of the unit. Following the initial successes, the program advanced with the launch of Chef-X-2 on June 22, 2012 from the same launch site. This experiment aimed to evaluate 9 different thermal protection systems, including advanced fiber ceramics on the vehicle's faceted skin. In addition to the DLR's objectives, aerospace companies such as Eads Astrium, MT Aerospace, and Boeing utilized sections of it for their own experiments. It reached an altitude of about 112 miles and achieved a staggering speed of about 6,800 miles an hour, which translates to about a Mach 11. This experiment further pushed the boundaries of hypersonic research, with the vehicle enduring temperatures exceeding 4,500 degrees Fahrenheit, while transmitting data from over 300 sensors back to ground control. As of today, while the Chef-X missions are no longer active, their findings and innovations continue to inform ongoing research and development in hypersonic technology. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the sky. Thank you to our channel members.